Welcome back, everybody. I'm Jade Monkey. We're back here in Rust, talking about that Rust console edition for the PlayStation 4, the Xbox One, next generations, and everything in between. And today, we're specifically talking about when's that PTB or playtest branch, Rust console edition playtest branch, when's that update going to happen? And what maybe we could expect. Full disclosure, a lot of this is speculation, but a lot of this is grounded in some good old college know-how here. So based off of the information that we do have, hopefully we can piece together when this is going to happen. Now, we do know that this is going to happen sometime in March, and one of the reasons why we're so excited about the PTB branch getting an update is that it's going to usher in new content, and once that's stabilized and polished, it's going to mean that's going to be the next piece of content that comes in from main branch, live branch, also known as just normal Rust. Okay, so right away, let's go over to some pieces of information here. So, and I know we went over this before, but over on the last dev blog, or I'm sorry, was it the patch notes, or talking about the oil rig? It says the team is still finalizing the next content update, and more information will be made available to testing branch participants once we are ready to reveal what the update will be. At the moment, there's some considerations to be made, but we plan releasing something new for the testing branch in March. So again, we do know it's going to be March. Here's the thing. It could be at any time, but the three dates that make the most sense are Thursdays, right? And again, this is testing branch, not to be confused with main branch. We have the 10th of March, the 17th of March, and the 24th of March. Now, these dates can slip based on what it's going to be, and we both don't know the date or what the content's going to be. So let's go over that little piece of information. Actually, check this out. So over on the, the PTB Discord, they're nice enough to answer our questions. And I specifically asked, I said, power surge electricity, is it hitting PTB anytime soon, February or March? Jay says, I don't have a set date as per the dev blog, but new PTB stuff is estimated for March. Thanks for the support. So another reason, if they were going to do power surge, which I know is slated, I think they would have said something. Again, speculation. It could still very well be power surge. As you know, that's going to be a massive change for all things electronic and turrets. No more turret spam. A lot of really cool stuff. We can live in the winter biome a bit easier because we have electrical heaters. As you know, it's a massive change for all players. Solos, duos, trios, all that good stuff. Zergs, everybody. But it kind of looks like, since they're teetering on that a little bit, since this was a indirect answer, I'm kind of leaning towards it's going to be something else. Now, the next logical thing is going to be horses. Again, I went through this in another video. And transportation is the thing. We do have 3K maps now. Horses, I don't think we'll have ranches initially. I could, again, be wrong totally, but that would bring in armor. We can ride these bad boys around. Lots of really cool stuff. You can add different horse hooves. Would it be hooves? Horseshoes, excuse me. Be horseshoes you can add. Look at this guy, he's hovering. We could add different horseshoes and whatnot to make the horses faster. You would feed them things like pickles, believe it or not. We'd have troughs. Anyways, so it's kind of likely that that might be a thing. But here's the deal. I think it's both. I think it's all of these things lined up in one. I think they both have this kind of ready, but I think there's performance issues. Power surge is, as far as my knowledge is, it's heavy on the server side. And yes, there's some client implications here. That be just running on our systems, and there are memory issues with core systems. I get it, but I think what the main deal here is since this is such a heavy server side setup, electricity. I think one of the other reasons why they're like, hey, custom servers are kind of waiting. They don't want to have memory usage be too high for custom servers either, because that's going to drive up the cost. So I think by bringing these in, they kind of paint themselves in a corner, as it were. And it makes sense, also for performance, but more so for the community servers. I know we're all chomping at the bit for that as well. Because if that ups the memory usage for that, that ups the cost, and they've been trying to drive that down for an entire year almost. So, well, actually more than. They said they've been working on this for quite some time. So there's performance issues. There's also cost issues long term for community service. So that's why I'm like, I guess it's 50-50, right? Like from what we can see, I would say if they do this, I think they're a bit concerned about again, that price, but also the core systems. And again, once they commit it to testing branch, it's more or less got to be pushed out to main branch. And I think they're kind of worried about this hanging for a bit too long. Again, my estimation here, my speculation. I also know that horses are a big deal. These aren't so much teetering as they are. I mean, I know it's 50-50 probably between these and power surge. I mean, who knows? It could be something else. But horses seem more likely But I know they want to push this through because, let's be honest, community servers also can't move forward unless we have this, because this is such a major piece. As we know, power surge or electricity is coming in per their announcement, and almost immediately after the game was released. And we still know that they are working on this. Heck, we can even see proof of that over on the oil rig. I'd fly over there now, but we have a storm going. You can see some electronic components in there as well. So it's hard to say. So like if it splits between this, I would say it's probably going to be mid to late March. I don't think the 10th is likely. Believe me, I want whatever the new content's going to be, I want it to be sooner than later. I hope everything is like the 10th, but I think if it's going to be something like this, I think we're looking at something like the 17th or the 24th. Again, this can slip in at any time. Once they do make that decision, they do have to pass certification. It gets passed on to Sony and Microsoft. That whole process, that could take a week or two. But it makes me think that they've got something kind of waiting. Again, so if this is going to happen, I'm going to guess maybe 17th or the 24th. If it's horses, I'd say it could be even the 10th, possibly the 17th. I'd be surprised if it was the 24th. Or we're all wrong, and it's something entirely different, like maybe monuments or something. But I think that might cause an uproar if it's just monuments, especially ones we've already seen. As we know that horses have been brewing per their communication with us, and also, you know, electricity, because I mean they straight out just announced it. So either way, it's big changes for us. And again, because it's on PTB, this is going to mean what then our next major update is going to be for our live branch. So we're all really excited for this. Rest assured that we will be playing this as much as possible as soon as it does hit. And as soon as we get official word and official dates, we will most certainly let you know. But just to kind of etch it out now, these are our estimations roughly for March. And I see the dev choices splitting into this because all signs point to them sitting on a decision to be made here. Considerations, there we go. So I believe that it's both electricity and horses. So, you know, like I said, as we get more information, we'll most certainly let you know. We just know it's March, and it's most likely teetering on these two. So, sorry we don't have more information for you. I was really excited about this. I want to make sure that people kind of know what we're thinking. I know a lot of the members of the Boyfriend Squad were going back and forth talking about this. We are excited. We also don't really know what this is going to be. So, fingers crossed. I hope it's electricity, and I hope it's sooner than we all think. And I hope it goes well for all platforms. So there you go. That's the news we have for right now. When is the PTB update going to happen, and potentially what could be in it? And if you found it useful and helpful, be sure to drop a like. It does help out quite a bit. If you're into it, consider dropping that subscribe, turning on that notification bell. That helps out a lot. Lets you know when we have news. We always try to give you the latest up-to-date news as quickly as we get it. And also, we'll be live streaming a lot and giving you guides, fun videos during our live streams. Good example, we recently did we just went on a random server and did oil rig with some people with primitive stuff. That was quite fun. And we might even do a community event here in March. So stay tuned for that. And again, we'll see you in the next one. Love you. Bye. Oots, oots, oots.